What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman back again at OddsShopper for some more early MLB bets for Thursday, August 4th. Before you guys do anything, hit that like button. Hit the thumbs up. It helps me out a ton. Subscribe to this channel. You want to make sure you get these videos every day, right? Hit the notification bell so you don't miss them. And then follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. But the biggie, this one's sponsored by BetMGM, and I've got a bit of a deal for you. Use the promo code JOSHMLB, JOSHMLB. You can see it in the top right-hand corner of the screen. If you do that, after you click on the link in the description, that'll take you straight to where you need to be. You will get a risk-free bet of up to $1,000. Yes, risk-free up to $1,000. I'm going to give you 3 bets here. I think that you should probably take a shot at it, but you've got nothing to lose at all. Worst case scenario, the money goes straight back into your account. Best case scenario, it wins anyway, and you're essentially doubling your money or more, depending on which line I actually give you. So go check out BetMGM using the link in the description and use that promo code JOSHMLB. Get yourself a little bit of a deal. Now, 3 bets for you today. Here's number 1. First one up, I'm going to the Astros and Guardians matchup tomorrow, and I want to take the over 7.5 runs. It's currently minus 105. I want to drop 1.5 units here. I was a little surprised to see it as low as it is, even though I understand what's happening. We'll start with the Houston side. Justin Verlander on the hill for the Astros. Clearly a really good pitcher. Projects with a 3.5 FIP from Steamer, 3.8 for the bullpen. This is clearly an above average pitching setup. I can't disagree with anything there. But let's not pretend that Verlander is 100% the same guy that we saw like 5 years ago. He is clearly a good pitcher, but, a step or two behind where he used to be. Astros offense, though, probably better than Verlander is at pitching. This particular lineup, 123 projected WRC plus. That's massive. Lots of offense going on here. And that's why I have the Astros at projected for 5 runs, because on the opposite side, for Cleveland, Zach Plesac is on the hill. He does not miss a ton of bats, projects for a 4.6 FIP. That's below average. The bullpen is meh at best. So I would say a slightly below average pitching matchup here for Cleveland. And Cleveland's offense is still pretty good. 111 WRC plus is nothing to shake a stick at. It just happens to look a lot smaller than Houston. So I think basically Cleveland is like a little bit shy of what Verlander is. Call that a little neutral. Maybe bring it down a little bit further than that. So I got Cleveland at 3.8 runs, but I don't think there's any scenario where you can project Houston as something that wouldn't be like significantly above average offensively. If I just add those numbers together, I'm well above a 7.5 number. I could see this over under moving to 8 as we're closer to lock tomorrow. So get in while you can now. 1.5 units, over 7.5, minus 105. Next up on the list, we're hitting another total and we're hitting another over. So at least we can cheer for fun tomorrow. That's going to be White Sox and Rangers over 8.5, minus 110 for a unit. We've got Johnny Cueto on the hill for the White Sox. He is a below average pitcher, 4.75 projected FIP from Steamer. Bullpen for the White Sox, maybe slightly better than average, but all told, based on this game, I'd say it's a slightly below average pitching setup for Chicago. Opposite side, Cole Ragans, I believe, going for Texas, making his major league debut. Projects with a 4.7 FIP via Steamer. Rangers bullpen, straight neutral, 4.3 projected FIP. The White Sox offense, pretty good, 117. Can't lie there. That is the best thing that we've seen so far. Certainly offense. And it's an offense that's taking on a guy that has not been in this league before. Oh, by the way, projected lineup that I've got in right now, 9 righties. Just in case you're not aware, Cole Ragans throws with his left hand. So the White Sox will be completely lined up to mash him into oblivion. On the opposite side here for the Rangers, still a pretty good offense. 108 WRC plus, not the best thing in the world, but basically the equivalent above average as Cueto is below average. So neutral here for the Rangers, and you see that in the run total. I projected for 4.5. I think the White Sox being projected for 5 makes a ton of sense. So to add those things up, you get to 9.5. The line is 8.5. I don't get it. The park factor is only 96, so we're not reducing runs by that much. I'm not entirely sure where that extra basically run is coming from. Cueto stinks. Ragans probably isn't that good. Rangers offense slightly above average. White Sox offense way above average. Take the over again here, 8.5. Plus, it's the summer, BTW. Take the over, 8.5, minus 110 for 1 unit. Finally, I'm closing it out with a side here. We're going to take a run line, but if you want to put a little bit on the money line, I think that's totally fine. I'm taking the Royals against the Red Sox. Kansas City at home in this one. Chris Bubich taking on Nick Pivetta. I'm taking the 1.5 at minus 140 for a unit. You could also take the money line plus 115 for a half unit. I'm not entirely sure why I'm getting such good odds here. Let's start with the pitching. It's basically dead equal. Nick Pivetta projects for a FIP of 4.43 via Steamer. Chris Bubich, 4.45, separated by 0.02 of a run. Now, Boston has a slightly better bullpen, but that is not enough. That's not even enough to offset the home field advantage. So let's just call that a wash at best. Boston's offense, currently looking a little bit different right now. 107 WRC plus via Steamer. The Royals, same thing. 107 WRC plus, and that's not like there's no Whit Merrifield in this lineup any longer. So I think the offenses are spot on equal. I think the pitching, at least starting pitching, spot on equal. Slight edge to Boston from a bullpen perspective, but Kansas City's at home. And yet for some reason, Boston's minus 135 on the money line. I can get a 1.5 and it only moves to 140. So I get like a free run here. I have this game as a literal coin flip. 4.5 runs for Boston, 4.5 runs for Kansas City. That makes it super easy. Take the Royals, take the 1.5, minus 140 for a unit. That'll do it, folks. Thanks for hanging out with me here, grabbing these early MLB lines for Thursday, August 4th. Like, subscribe, notification bell, and then sign up using the link in the description. You're going to go straight over to BetMGM, use the promo code JoshMLB, and get up to $1,000 risk-free bet. Who wouldn't want it? Take advantage now. It's a fantastic benefit for you. It only hurts the sports books, and I think that's what we're trying to do here.